Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a snow-covered Jefferson County Stadium, where tonight the Arvada West Wildcats take on the Pomona Panthers. Good evening, everybody. I'm Matt Cook, along with Eric Robinson, Amateur Sports Video on hand. And boy, we had to hitch up the sled dogs to get out here, but we are here, ready to go. And the Wildcats and the Panthers are too. And the good news is that for the first time in about a month and a half, there's a consistent coverage on the field here at Jeffco. It happens to be snow, but it is there. So the kick goes out of the end zone, and the Panthers will take over first down at 10 at their own 20-yard line. And surprisingly enough, the field is in decent shape. I mean, there's a lot, obviously, snow and wind, but the yard markers, as you see, have been shoveled out pretty good. And the Panthers will get ready to go to work. Number 9, Sean Woods, the quarterback. He'll have that triple backfield there with him. And not much there as the Wildcats come up and make the tackle. I believe that was Chase Campbell. Ryan Campbell, excuse me.
Second down and 9.
So Pomona, mostly known as a running team, they do not throw the ball a lot, have not been known traditionally as a throwing team, and that may be an advantage for them tonight, as they will run the ball a lot. That's number 29 on the carry.
By number 29.
Lindsey Williams.
Stop made by number 68,
Wachoff on the tackle that time. You get a good look at the sideline there. All the
22-yard line.
Arvada West players as well as the coaching staff bundled up, as there is a lot of snow on the ground and a heavy, heavy wind blowing out of the north. And more snow and wind expected as tonight's ball game continues. Woods will go under center. Woods wants to pass. Woods going up top. Has a man downfield. It's picked off almost. Jason Lucas almost got to that ball, number 12, and picked that thing off.
Pass by number 9, Woods, incomplete.
So now Brad Pyatt will go deep for the punt return. Pyatt is a speedster. Let's see if he brought his snow tires with him tonight. He'll have Duran back there with him.
Punt formation for Pomona.
Duran and Pyatt will be back deep. The punt from Pomona will happen at about the 15-yard line. Snap a little high. Pomona gets off a low-line driver, and it will bounce around in the snow and finally be fielded down by number 45, Zach Berry, for the Panthers.
Punt is blown dead at the...
So the Arvada West Wildcats will come out, get their first shot on the offensive side. And Cutlip, the quarterback, you see him chug on the field there with Mike Duran. Number 7, Steve Cutlip, the senior, 6'2", 195. Awest, however, on the other hand, is a throwing team. As we mentioned, Pomona, mostly a running team, and the Wildcats definitely like to put it up and air it out. So we'll see if they have to modify their play selection for the game. Eric Nelson will go in motion now. The backfield is empty. Cutlip is lone back. They're going to pass on first down. Lots of time. Stands in the pocket. Still looking. Now he's going to turn it upfield, pick up about 5 yards, and be ridden out of bounds over the bench by the Panthers. So Cutlip had a lot of good time to throw, but not much available, and that, of course, is the other problem. The receivers, once they get downfield, the footing is real treacherous. You try and plant to make a cut, and all of a sudden your feet are out from underneath you. So that could be rough. The Wildcats break the huddle. Here they come.
Second down.
Up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 6 now, as you heard. Cutlip again will go with just Nelson in the backfield with him. Now they empty the backfield again. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cutlip back, wants to pass. Cutlip is looking. Now he's going to throw. Got a man across. It's caught. That's Pyatt. Pyatt makes a big catch, holds on to it. Gets dumped in the snow by number 6 and number 8. Josh Herring and Tyler Wood.
Number 7, Cutlip complete to number 3, Pyatt. Stop is made by number 6, Herring. Plays good first and
You see the ground crew here at the stadium still trying to get some of those yard line markers snowed off, or cleared off with snow. And just about the time they do that, that blast of wind comes and throws a little more across it. So a great night for football, especially if you happen to be an Eskimo. And we'll have to see what the Wildcats have in mind, as Cullip will take timeout. He saw something defensively he didn't like. He'll take a timeout to talk things over. Well, as I mentioned, Amateur Sports Video on hand, bringing you all the action, along with a few hardy souls who have bundled up. Cheerleaders are here. They've got all their gear on, though. Really bundled up. And the guys out on the field, of course, can't wear as much clothes and be as bundled up as probably as they'd like. But they've got to play the ball game. You see Coach Dave Logan there for the Wildcats as he conveys the message to the Arvada West Wildcats. They break the huddle. Here they come. He'll have two wide receivers, top and bottom. Cutlip now sends Nelson in motion. Cutlip wants to pass again. Cutlip under pressure, avoids it, steps away, rolling away. Throws it downfield. There's nobody really around. I don't know if they're going to get him. No, Dern was enough in the area, I think, for him not to get flagged for the intentional grounding. So the Wildcats now will face a third down situation. Phillip will break the huddle. He'll send Phillips way up top. He'll keep Nelson in the backfield with him, along with Craco, I believe that is. Now they send Phillips in motion, I'm sorry. Hand it off to Nelson. Nelson getting outside. Nelson turns the corner and then gets snowed under by number 12.
Good job taken by number 22, Nelson.
Jared Ronzoni.
By number 12, Ronson.
So get a good look at that Pomona D. The Panthers in their black helmets, white jerseys, black pants. And the Arvada West Wildcats have their Halloween costumes on early. They look like big grapes out there, purple head to toe, with the white numbers. So the Cutlass-led Wildcats break the huddle. Here they come. They'll send two to the bottom, one to the top. Dern and Hyatt. Craig head up top. Nelson in the backfield. Cutlip wanted to pass. The ball got away from him, and then he kept his feet. Finally driven down by number 72, Justin Bates. Cutlip tried to go for just a little quick hitter. And the ball went almost straight up in the air as he couldn't get a good handle on it. So there you see the crew working the snow and trying to get it off, so at least they have the yard markers clear. And that is a thankless job, having to push that snow around. Cutlip might have gotten dinged a little bit. Derek Calaveri will be into quarterback now. As Cutlip was coming off the field, I noticed him pointing to his shoulder a little bit. He might have gotten popped a bit there. So Calaveri on to quarterback. Ball comes loose. Not able to find the handle, and I believe Pomona got that one back. Pomona did indeed get it back. It'll be first down for the Panthers. And those are the kind of things that can really swing momentum one way or the other. The Panthers get an early turnover here on the Wildcats. And you see the sidelines really pumped up. Now this Pomona team is dedicated. I don't know if you could see over there on the sideline. They actually have the mascot here tonight. The Pomona Panther is on the scene. Woods will hand it off again. That is number 44, I believe. And that is Ryan Langham. He gets the carry ahead for a couple. So the Arvada West defense back on the field after a couple of plays by the offense.
Second
Now
down.
the Panthers break the huddle. Here they come. Woods will go under center. And he'll hand it off to Langen. Again, Langen, lots of room to run outside. Pyatt has a beat on him and gets him. But not until Langen got a big gain. Boy, Brad Pyatt did a nice job there keeping a good angle and getting the pursuit on Langen. So Pomona moving the ball down to about the Awest 35-yard line. Or no, let's make it the 39-yard line, excuse me. And Wood will hand it off. This time it's number 29, Lindsey Williams. And he gets it outside. Another big gain. Pomona finding some early success here as they run the ball for another first down. Down to the Awest, 27 or so.
First and 10, Pomona, the ball at the Awest 26.
So earlier in the day, they were saying only about 6 or 8 inches, and now have changed over to this will be a full-blown blizzard tonight for the metro area. And football, unlike baseball, rarely gets canceled due to weather.
Number 44,
And both teams are here and ready to get it on. Get to see a look at some of the Pomona fans who made the trip over to Jefferson County Stadium. Pomona has great tradition in football, as do the Wildcats. Wood hands it off to Williams again. Williams pushing her around. Gets ahead for a decent pickup of, let's call it about
by number 29,
2, 3.
Stop is made by number 98, Mayer.
Dan Mayer in on the tackle that time for the Wildcats. And that will bring up a third down and about 7 for the Pomona Panthers. Panthers will break the huddle. Here they come. Wood will have that, it's not really a wishbone backfield, kind of a robust look. 3 running backs back. Actually, it is kind of a wishbone. They'll hand it off to Langen. Langen bangs it ahead to that freshly plowed line marker up there, which denotes about the 20-yard line, I believe.
Penalty marker down.
Flag on the play. See what the official has to say.
Illegal procedure.
Procedure against Pomona, so that'll back it up 5 yards. So now we're looking at a third down and more, about 8. Get a good look at that defensive unit for the Wildcats. They're spread out all over the place. Pomona staying with that wishbone type look. Wood under center. Wood will hand it off. No, he's going to keep it. And he will get drilled. Number 56 coming up. Ryan Campbell hits Wood hard. And the Panthers will have to punt this one away.
Number 56, Campbell. Number 98.
Mayer and Campbell did a nice job that time. Wood waited too long and was not decisive enough. Real tentative pitching that ball, and it cost him as he got drilled. Wildcats will send Craighead to the bottom. Keep Nelson in the backfield with the I formation of Williams, Nelson, and Craco. Late pitch to Nelson. Nelson cuts it up, doing some running up the field.
Shot taken by number 22, Nelson.
Nelson did a nice job, picked up of about 8 yards.
45, Barry.
I bet you see a lot of that tonight. The Wildcats threw the ball in that opening drive, but I bet you as the night goes on, you're going to see Nelson and some of the other backs really carrying the load. So Cutler must be fine. He's back in the ball game.
Second down and 2.
Cutlip's going to hand it off to Nelson on 2nd and 2. Nelson squirts ahead for the first plus
Number 22,
more.
Nelson picks up the 1st and 10 for Arvada West.
That'll be good for the first down. The clock is moving here in the first quarter. No score at Jefferson County Stadium. Duran will check in. Craco will come out. Now we have whistles. Officials trying to get one of the headgear problems solved for the Pomona Panthers. Well, folks, underneath that tarp is a couple of frozen Arvada West fans. And the Arvada West faithful doing whatever they can to stay warm, stay out of that wind. As I mentioned, pretty heavy, sustained wind blowing in out of the north. And Awest has got a good group of fans came over tonight, but they're trying to do their best to stay warm. Phillips will come out to the bottom as they'll split the backs behind Cutlip. Cutlip wants to pass. Cutlip has some time. Now he has some pressure. Ball pops loose. Cutlip gets it back, sleds ahead. Now it comes loose again. And Pomona got that one back too, I believe. They do. The ball initially popped loose. I thought Cutlip got it back, but as he hit the ground, it came out again. And Pomona gets the ball, 1st down and 10, near midfield.
Pomona covered the fumble by number 43, Kwasniewski. 1st and 10, Pomona. Ball at the 45.
So 1st down and 10 for Pomona now at the Awest 45. Offset backs behind Wood. Wood will hand it off to Langen. Langen will get ahead for about 4 yards.
44 Langen, the ball
Some
carried.
temperatures, tempers flare as the temperatures plummet out there. See the official telling a couple of the Awest players and a couple of the Pomona players to knock off the extracurricular stuff. Of course, this is a big game in Jeffco County football, as these two teams play each other every year, and it's always a big rivalry. I formation now behind Wood. Wood, late pitch to Williams. Williams met and sacked. I believe that was Palmer out there.
Williams.
Actually, it's number 5, Jeff Flora.
Made by number 5, Flora.
Coming up there, making the tackle. So the Wildcats wait for the Panthers to break the huddle. Here they come on 3rd down now. I formation again. Wood back to pass. He's looking. He goes up top. He's got a man. It's almost picked off by Brad Pyatt. Boy, did Brad Pyatt have a great concentration job that time.
Number 9, Woods.
He's spinning around looking for that ball.
Number 2,
almost came in with it.
Domingo is incomplete.
Domingo was the intended
Right, broken
receiver.
up for Arvada West by number 12, Lucas.
Lucas on the coverage, but Pyatt almost picked it off. And now the Panthers will have to punt it away.
4th down and 5, number 17, Parker in punt formation.
Jared Parker back to punt. Snap is good. No pressure. Parker line drives one, where it will be down by number 45 for the Panthers, Zach Berry, at about the 10-yard line of Awest.
Punt is thrown dead at the Arvada West 11-yard line.
So Pyatt will stay on the field for the offensive
1st and
unit.
10, Arvada West.
Cutlip and the Wildcats will have 1st down and 10. Number 88, Ryan Burhorn checks out of the ballgame for the Wildcats. Pyatt and Duran will split out to the bottom of your screen. Nelson will be the lone back behind Cutlip. With 2 wides up top. I believe it's Phillips and Craighead. And Pyatt across the middle. Brad Pyatt hauls it in. Nice job. Good concentration. He's tackled by number 5, Joel Klatt. And Duran comes out of the game, favoring his ankle a little bit. Let's see if that's serious. Coming in to replace him will be number 80, Damian Story. Duran is going to go over and take a seat on the bench and have that ankle looked at. Wildcats again go 2 wides, top and bottom. Cutlet back looking to pass, and he's going to get sacked. Justin Bates got great penetration that time and put the sack on Cutlip.
Pomona by number 72, Bates. Brings down quarterback number 7, Cutlip at the 19-yard line.
Cutlip comes off again. I'm not sure.
At 15.
It's his hand or what he's looking at there.
Timeout, Arvada West.
The Wildcats have to burn another timeout. And the number 11, Derek Calaveri, will be into quarterback. Cutlip still on the sidelines. They're looking at his hand. I'm not sure if he hit it and jammed a finger or what. It'll be an iPhone. No, Nelson goes in motion now. Krako will be the lone back with Calaveri. Krako will get the carry. Krako will find the running pretty tough. He got ahead for a couple.
Handoff taken by number 29, Krako.
So Calaveri stays in now. Pyatt brings the play. Story comes out. Pyatt will go up top along with, Pyatt will come to the bottom. Phillips will go to the top. I formation, Nelson and Krako behind Calaveri. Calaveri wants to pass, going for it all, looking up top. He's got a man down there, but he throws over Brad Pyatt's head.
By number 11.
And that one will go incomplete.
Is incomplete.
So number 55, Adam Solanke, on to do the punting now. And he will punt from inside his 10-yard line at about the 8. He's got the wind at his back. And it will bounce, roll Awest way a little bit. And it'll be down by number 52, Jake Good.
Punch is blown dead at the Pomona 31. First and 10, Pomona.
So first down and 10 for Pomona, and the Awest defense out there again. Now the Pomona Panthers send 2 wides up top. They'll have 1 back in the backfield. Awest bringing 5. They get good pressure that time. Great penetration. I believe that was number 98, Dan Meyer, from the outside.
Taken by number 29, Williams.
Got the initial pressure.
Tackle made by number 98, Mayer.
So this is the kind of ball game where you really have to keep your focus. And we'll go to the second quarter. There's no score here at Jefferson County Stadium. Back on Amateur Sports Video.
The first period of play tied at 0, Pomona and
So we will switch sides, and now Pomona has the wind at their backs, and the Wildcats will be staring into it.
Second down and 11.
The officials now wind the ball, and here we go. Wood back, wants to pass, going up top. It's too high. And then just for good measure, they drill number 32 over there, Don Springfield. And he was incomplete, but Jason Lucas put a lick on him anyway. That will bring up a third down situation. You see the crew guys again trying to keep those yard markers clean. And that's basically a losing battle at this point because the wind and the snow are piling up pretty quickly now. I would imagine there's probably 6 or 8 inches on the ground already now. High formation for the Panthers. Wood wants to pass. Wood goes up top. He's got a man trip. They fall. Jason Domingo is the intended receiver, and Jesse Moranin over there had the coverage.
Brings up fourth down and 11.
So the Panthers have to punt it again. Corey Blazer, number 10. And back for the punt. And he will be at about his 22-yard line. It's a good punt. Gets some help from the wind. Pyatt will let it go over his head. And it will roll down to about the 15-yard line of Awest, where it will be down by number 45, Zach Berry. See if Cutlip comes out for this series. Now it looks like he's going to. And they will need some help here as they are backed up in their own end now.
About a West 15-yard line.
Cutlip does indeed come in for this series.
About a West.
He'll have it first down and 10 at about the 15-yard line of the Wildcats. High formation behind. Cutlip will have wides top and bottom. Cutlip hands it off to, I believe that's Nelson. He gets ahead for a couple. Second down coming up now for the Wildcats. New receivers come in, Story and Phillips for the Wildcats. And they will both come out to the bottom side of your screen. They'll keep the I formation of Craco and Nelson behind them. Behind Cutlip, that is. And Cutlip goes up top, and that ball just got away from him. Story, check that, Phillips, the intended receiver. But that ball just got away from Cutlip as he tried to throw it. And, you know, not only is that ball cold and frozen, but it's also wet as that snow. You know, you see the officials wiping it off, trying to keep that ball as warm as possible. But, boy, that leather just freezes and makes it tough going. Craighead checks in with Pyatt for the Wildcats. Cutlip will have the I formation behind him. Cutlip will hand it off to Nelson. Nelson gets not much as he was met right at the line by Bates, Justin Bates. The nose on the defense for Pomona. And the Panthers hold. Wildcats will have to punt it again. Solanke tries to clear some area for him to punt from.
Fourth down and 5. 55 Solanke.
He'll be punting from about the 5-yard line. High punt. It will roll Arvada West way. And be downed again by number 52, Jake Good. So the Panthers have had a couple opportunities, a couple of turnovers come their way. Gifts from the Wildcats have not been able to do anything with it. So let's see what they've got in mind now. Number 90, Rob Merlez, checks into the ball game. Maybe to give the Wildcats a little more bulk across the front there. That is Langen, number 44.
44 Langen, the ball carrier.
He's tackled by
number
Lucas.
12, Lucas. Second down and 6.
Langen's a big kid, 5'9", 180. Pretty good size for a running back. Wood will bring him up. They'll have split backs behind him, wide, top, and bottom. Wood will hand it off again to Langen. Langen just running hard. The whistle's there. Stop the play.
44 Langen, ball carrier.
I think it was Lucas again that was first contact there. Held him up and they got some support from the rest of the Awest D.
Third down and 2.
So now it's third down for Pomona, 2 yards to go for a fresh set of downs. We're in the second quarter, no score. Langen will get the call again. Langen should have plenty for the first down. Picked up about 4 yards, he only needed 2. So they'll move the chains. So right now, Pomona having a little bit better luck running the ball. But neither team has been terribly affected on offense, and that's as might be expected in a ball game like this. Have that wishbone type look behind Wood. Wood will hand it off to Williams. Williams will get wrapped up in the backfield. Great penetration. I believe that was Palmer. Number 50.
Tackled by number 50, Palmer.
Great job as he just blazed in there. I think the Pomona Panthers guilty of the holding too. So that'll tack on 15 yards. That'll insult to the injury. So they'll step off the penalty against Pomona. Of course, the official at this point basically guessing that he did indeed chalk off the right amount of distance.
Holding Pomona. Penalty takes the ball to the 50-yard line.
So Pomona back at midfield, right on the 50.
And 20.
They got a 1st and 20 ahead of them now. Wood back, he's looking to pass, he's going up top, he's got a man down there, jump ball. Too high for number 2, Jason Domingo. And he was covered over there by Jesse Brandon, number 24.
Intended for number 2, Domingo, is incomplete. Covering the play for Awest, number 12.
So the Wildcats have given up some yardage, but have really stiffened up when they've needed to. And they have not given up any points so far. Of course, points tough to come by in a situation like this. You either have the play where somebody breaks through the line and gets past the defenders and goes for a long one. You're just going to see him banging it down the field. And this time Langen bangs into number 90, Merlez, and he gets the initial tackle.
Stop was made by number 68, Waycheck.
Casey Waychoff in on that tackle as well. So you saw number 72 Bates for Pomona letting the official know that he thought he had been unfairly held. Imagine that. They'll split the backs behind Wood now. Wide, stop and bottom. Wood is looking to pass. Wood is going to go over there. Intended receiver was number 82, Ryan Lawton. But he was, the ball not anywhere near him.
4th down and 20.
So 4th and 20, Pomona's going to have to punt this one away. They had a nice little drive going, but the momentum just abandoned them. Snap is good, gets it away. Pyatt will handle it. Pyatt's got some room to run, trying to get outside, turns it on. Ball pops loose. Who's got it? Arvada West gets it back. So Pomona not able to come up with their 3rd fumble recovery as Pyatt had that thing just pop loose on the kick return.
Fumble recovery for Arvada West by number 68, Wyckoff.
Cutlip wants to pass. Cutlip is looking. He finds a man across the middle. It's caught. Nice job by Craighead that time. Saw his quarterback was in trouble and came back to him, gave him a target. Cutlip waits from the play for the sidelines. Pyatt will come in.
7.
Phillips will check out. And now they will split the backs behind Cutlip. Cutlip back to pass. Cutlip swings it out to Nelson. Nelson's got some blockers ahead of him. Nelson cuts it inside, loses his footing. Gets out near what should be a 1st down, I believe.
Pass by number 7, Cutlip, complete to number 22, Nelson. Plays good. 1st and 10 for Arvada West.
So Phillips will check back in now as the Wildcats pick up the 1st down. Craighead will check out for the Wildcats. Pyatt will come to the bottom of the screen with Phillips. Craco and Nelson will split behind Cutlip. Cutlip is looking to pass. He swings it out to Pyatt. Pyatt's coming back. Pyatt's got some room to run. Pyatt runs out of room to run. I'm not exactly sure how that play was designed to happen there. It looked like they were bringing Cutlip back. They're bringing Pyatt back across. Maybe to get some flow going the other way so they could cut across the grain. But
2nd down and 14.
Loss of 4 that time. 2nd and 14 now is in front of the Wildcats. Pyatt and Craighead and Byrne will all come to the bottom. Official will take time out. We will too, back on Amateur Sports Video. So everybody gets their equipment straight. We're ready to go again. Cutlip will have the I formation behind him. Cutlip will hand it off to Nelson. Nelson struggles ahead. Gets to the original line of scrimmage and about a yard beyond it. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 9 for the Wildcats.
And 8.
Pyatt and Phillips come in for the Wildcats. Cutlip waits on the snap. He's got it. Back, looking to pass. Looking. Now he comes back to Pyatt. Now check that's Phillips. Phillips has some room to run. Phillips gets out near the 1st down. Great 2nd effort by Phillips that time to get out where he knew he needed to be for the first down.
Complete to number 81, Phillips.
So the Wildcats keep the first down, or get the first down, keep the clock moving, keep the sticks moving. Hyde will come out, get a rest. The Wildcats will bring three, Craighead, Phillips, and Duran to the bottom. Craco, the lone back, whistles, and you saw that ball just fly right out of the hands of Cutlip. Gives you an idea how slippery that thing really is. So the call goes against the Wildcats.
West penalty takes the ball to the 34, first and 15.
So first and 15, balls at the Awest 34. Cutlip under center, Cutlip ready to work. Cutlip hands it off to Nelson on the draw, and it was blown up pretty easily
defensive play
by the Pomona Panthers. Jake Holman
brings down number 22, Nelson, at the 29, second down and 20.
Second and 20 now. So Cutlip's got a lot to work with here, a lot of room. 20 yards he needs to go. Cutlip back, wants to pass. He does. He's got a man open. It's caught. That's Craighead. Craighead holds on, takes a couple of pretty good shots, but holds on to the ball.
Number 84, Craighead.
There's the Pomona D. They will break the huddle and wait for the Wildcats.
Ball at the 39, third down and 10.
Wildcats will send trips up top, one man to the bottom. Nelson is alone back behind Cutlip. Pomona jumps around on D. Now they settle. Nelson goes in motion. Cutlip will get dragged down again. That's number 63, Jake Holman.
Played for Pomona by number 63, Holman. Brings down quarterback Cutlip at the 30-yard line. Third down and 16, number 55, Solanke, in punt formation.
So Solanke gets the punt off. Let's see where the official marks it here. So Awest may be getting a little bit nervous here. You hate to let a team that you should beat, and Awest should beat the Panthers, hang around because it gives them some confidence. So the Panthers need a big stop here. Let's get the ball back, see if we can't get it in the hands of the offense and score some points before halftime. Wood back to pass. Wood goes across the middle. Incomplete. So the Awest defense getting the job done here in the first half. No score. They're throwing the shutout right now. Wood with split backs behind him. Actually, it's that wishbone look again. Wood hands it off to Langen. Langen gets hit hard by Adam Ulrich.
Penalty marker
and
down.
Tackle. Flag on the play, though.
Penalty moves the ball to the 31-yard line. First and 10, Pomona.
So the penalty against Awest will be first down and 10. Pomona on the ball, on the move with the ball at the 31. Wood back, he wants to pass. Wood going up top, he's got a man, jump ball. He actually had two men up there. Good coverage by Lucas, though, on number 21. Alex Acevedo. So now we come to a big third down. Wood will come up and go under center. Wood back, wants to pass, has some pressure, steps away from it, but will not step away from Ryan Palmer. Good pressure from the outside by number 98, Dan Mayer.
By number 50, Palmer.
And then Palmer put the sack on Wood when Wood was flush from the pocket. Wood with the I formation. Wood pitches out, coming with the fake reverse. That's Williams. Williams has the corner. Williams turns it on, 20. Williams slides down to the 15-yard line or so.
Timeout. Pomona.
Pomona will take time out to talk things over a little bit there. So the Wildcats up against it a little bit. Pomona on the move. So the Pomona Panthers will try a field goal, if you can believe it. They've scratched out a little bit of room to kick. Joel Klatt will hold it. Snap is good. Ball is blocked. Pyatt picks it up. Pyatt will be ridden out of bounds by number 89. Jack Zidon. And both teams will go to halftime. No score. Let's see, the official. Okay, the official is just explaining. Well, no, maybe we do have a penalty here. The penalty will be marked off on the kick to start the second half. We are back, the frozen tundra at Jefferson County Stadium, the site where the Wildcats of Arvada West are locked in a 0-0 struggle with the Pomona Panthers of, well, the Pomona Panthers. Now this being marked off is the penalty against the Panthers that ended the first half. So number 37 for the Panthers, Ryan Bishop, will have to kick it away
15 yards
from, let's see,
personal foul. Last play of the
his 25-yard line.
first half. Kickoff be from the 25.
So now they're backed up. And of course, Pyatt and Dern will be back there waiting for it. Either one of those guys capable of bringing it back from 100 yards away. But give them a short field to work with like this, and let's see what happens. Pomona might just squib kick this thing down. I don't think they're going to kick it off and give Pyatt or Dern a chance for a return. Well, see, it shows you how much I know. They kick it off, and it goes out of bounds. So that'll move it. Let's see. Arvada West has the opportunity to make them re-kick it, or they can take it at the 35, I believe. Let's see what they do.
danger. Kickoff out of bounds.
And that is what the Wildcats will do. They'll elect to take it at the 35-yard line.
Awest take the ball at the 50-yard line. The first and 10. Arvada West.
So I'm not sure how they get it at the 50, but the Wildcats will not argue. A short field to work with. First down and 10. Right at midfield on the 50-yard line. Cutlip will hand it off to Nelson. Nelson has some room to run. Nelson will get hit hard. Number 12, Jared Ronson.
22, Nelson, the ball carrier.
Coming up on run support. Made a nice tackle. Flag on the play, though. Hold a minute.
Face mask, Pomona.
So Pomona will get 15 yards tacked on for the face mask penalty. And that will move it really deep into Panther territory.
Spot of infraction.
Cutlip hands it off to Nelson. Nelson tries the middle.
Nelson.
Not a lot there.
Ball at the Pomona 31. Second down and 9.
The Wildcats substitute personnel. They get the right folks on the field. Cutlip will break the huddle, and here they come. Play action. Cutlip rolling out. He's got Duran.
Pass by number 7. Cutlip is complete to number 2, Duran.
Duran gets ahead for about 3 yards.
Third down and 7. Ball at the Pomona 28.
Craighead will check out the ball game, and 81 Phillips will check in for the Wildcats. Cutlip is under center. Cutlip back, wants to pass, rolling and looking. He's hit. Pomona got that ball back. Waiting for the official signal here, but I believe that is the call. That is, so Arvada West fumbles the ball away. The Panthers get it back.
For Pomona. First and 10, Pomona.
So the Wildcats take a good opportunity and waste it.
Ball at the Pomona 39.
Wood under center. Wood hands it off to Langen. Langen not much there. Good pursuit, good penetration by the Wildcats that time.
Tackle was made by 79, Borcher.
Borcher gets up there to make that tackle.
Second down and 10.
Second and 10, we'll have that wishbone look again. Hand it off to Langen. Langen up the gut. Langen finds not much there, but Palmer
and off taken by number 44,
and Lucas
Langen.
For the tackle.
Stop made by number 50, Palmer.
So we'll take a minute to remind everybody Amateur Sports Video is on hand tonight to bring you tonight's action. And the blizzard did not stop us. We got out here and are bringing you back the game. So even if you didn't get out here, you can watch the game in the warmth and comfort of your own living room. We are happy to be here. and we are enjoying working with the Arvada West football boosters as we bring you Arvada West football 97. Wood back wants to pass. Wood going up top. It's caught. That's Williams. Williams gets ahead for a gain of about 3, short of the first. And I'll tell you how cold it is. The cheerleaders for Arvada West have gone home. So when the cheerleaders go home, you know it's cold. Jared Parker on to punt from about his own 30-yard line for the wire for the Panthers. Snap is good. Parker gets it away. Handled by Pyatt. Pyatt with some room to run. Pyatt makes a nice move up the sideline. Goes Pyatt. Pyatt still on his feet. The punter, Parker, and number 41, Zach Valenzuela on the tackle that time. But Pyatt gets a good return, sets up the Wildcats in good field position. Nothing still. Nelson and Krako, the eye behind Cutlip. Hand it off to Nelson. Nelson with some room to run. Nelson squirts through. Nelson is gone. Nobody will get Eric Nelson. He will go all the way and put the Arvada West Wildcats on the board. 6-0. And what does Nelson get for his troubles? He gets thrown in the snow by his teammates. Wow, what a run though. Nelson just got a little straight ahead. Running play. And 50 yards later or so, he turns it into 6 points for the Wildcats of Arvada West. The Wildcats are going to go for 2. They'll have the I formation, Krako and Nelson behind Cutlip. Now they put Nelson in the pattern. Cutlip looking to pass. Cutlip fires. It's incomplete. So no conversion. The score stands 6-0 Arvada West over the Pomona Panthers. Back on Amateur Sports Video. So there's a look in the huddle of the kickoff unit. And I'm sure the coaches are just telling the Wildcats to get down and cover. Don't let the Panthers have a big return like Pyatt got. Set them up, give them some hope. Let's kick this thing down their throats. And that's what they're going to try and do.
Kickoff for Arvada West.
The Wildcats trying to make sure they got the right folks on the field. The kicking duties tonight being handled by Eric Hagelson. Unique combination. He's the kicker and also listed as an offensive lineman. 6'4", 210. And he will do the kicking tonight. This time he just kind of squibs it down, bounces through a couple of Panthers. Now it's handled by number 6. Josh Herring. Herring gets a decent return as he heads upfield.
Returned by number 8, Wood. Kickoff returned by number 6, Herring.
So now the Arvada West defense will get another chance to go to work here. Wood will have split backs behind him. And he will hand it off to Langen. Langen wrapped up again. Nice job by Palmer that time. Good tackling by Palmer tonight. He's been very active from that linebacker spot, number 50.
Stop is made by number 56, Ryan Campbell.
Check that was 56 Campbell on the tackle that time.
Ball at the 36, second down and 9.
Second and 9 now for the Panthers. Going to hang it off to Langen. Langen wrapped up by Flora.
Number 44, Langen, the ball carrier. Stop made by 95, Ulrich.
Wood waits on the play from the sideline. He's got it now. Of course, the way the snow and wind is blowing around, it's tough to see the sideline, so that's why both teams, in addition to giving them the visual signals, they're also running the plays in. Of course, Arvada West always does that. And that was a big stop for the Wildcats that time. That'll bring up a fourth down situation, excuse me. And about 2 yards.
And 2.
Wildcats break the huddle and they wait for the Panthers. Wood had to take timeouts to get things set for the punting unit. Don't want to make a mistake here. Fourth down for the Panthers. Wind is really blowing again. Punt is away. It will be downed. Kind of hit the snow and died. Pyatt didn't have a chance to get to that
one. Punt is blown dead at the Arvada West 20-yard line.
Troy West will take over first down at 10, their own 20-yard line. They lead it 6-0. We're in the third quarter. The snow's coming down. And actually, I think it's actually picked up and gotten heavier. The wind, at least, for sure has. I don't know if there's more snow falling, but there certainly is a lot more wind. But most of the Arvada West fans have stuck around to see this one through. And right now, they like what they see. Cutlip will have the I formation behind him. Cutlip play action. Cutlip looking for Pyatt. He's got it. No. Looking for Krako, and he throws it short and incomplete. Second down and 10 coming up now for the Wildcats. Same formation for the Wildcats. Try and widen out the field a bit. Hand it off to Nelson. Boy, not much there this time.
And off taken by number 22, Nelson.
Bates did a pretty good job of knocking that one down. And there's the little guy running the balls in for the Wildcats. Making sure that as best as possible, Cutlip and the offense have a dry ball to work with. And he doesn't seem to be minding this weather at all. Of course, he's got a jacket that's big enough for about 3 of him, so I'm sure he's plenty warm in there. Cutlip hands it off. No, reverse. Pyatt coming this way. Panthers were not fooled at all. That's number 83 who got in there, Matt Davidson, and did a nice job of shutting down the reverse. Stayed home, knew his responsibilities, and carried him out.
Ball carrier. Stop was made by number 83, Davidson. Fourth down.
So Solanke will have to come in and punt again. This time he's really backed up, however. Snap is good. He gets it, ooh, just barely away. And this time it will bounce. Boy, a bit worrisome there as Herring picked up the ball. And if that ball had popped loose, it would have been a live ball. Anybody could have gotten it.
Punch taken by number 6, Herring. Stop made by number 52, Good.
So the defense will have to be called upon again. They've got a 6-0 lead to protect. But Pomona's got the ball in Arvada West territory. Pretty good field position to work with here. Langen gets the carry. He's wrapped up by Flora and Palmer.
Stop made by number 5, Flora.
Second down coming up now. We have the I formation behind Wood. Wood options it out to Williams. Williams trying to get outside. Williams will not. He will get hit hard by Ryan Campbell and put down.
Williams, ball carrier.
I also want to remind you folks at the conclusion of tonight's ball game, Amateur Sports Video will pick MVPs for both offense and defense for the Wildcats. And those players picked will receive an extra copy of tonight's game tape.
Third down.
So that in July, when they finally warm up, they can look back and see what happened on the game tonight against Pomona. Snow and wind, the order of the day, but it doesn't seem to be affecting the Wildcats too much. They lead 6-0. Pomona trying to set up a screen, nothing doing. Never had a chance. That'll bring up 4th down and 11. So the Panthers will have to punt it away again. Jared Parker, the punter. And this one will go out of bounds. Nice punt, actually. Out of bounds at about, well, now they're going to say it went out of bounds a lot further up than I thought it did.
Punt's out of bounds at the 19-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10, Arvada West.
So the punt, as you heard, goes out of bounds at the 19. 1st down and 10 West. Cutlip breaks the huddle here. Here come the Wildcats. 2 wides the bottom, 1 up top. Nelson the lone back. Nelson gets the call. Nelson again finding the running hard right up the middle. Pomona's done a nice job of stuff in the middle. And really that's about the best place to run in weather like this. Try and get outside, do a lot of that lateral stopping and starting, and you will find your feet out from underneath you and you on your backside in a hurry. It's about the only thing you really can do is just try and run it north to south. Or in this case, south to north. Here's a look at the receiving corps, Craig Head, and the rest as they send 2 receivers up top for Arvada West. Nelson gets the carry again. Nelson looking outside. Nelson keeps his feet. Nelson finally tackled down by number 56 for the Panthers.
Down by number 56.
We don't have him on the roster.
Nice, good 1st and 10 for
56 is Gonzalez. comes the Cats now. Cutlip on the keeper. Good gain. I think he really surprised the Pomona Panthers that time. Cutlip gets the play from the Wildcats, breaks the huddle, brings them up. Craighead will go to the bottom. Send Pyatt and Duran up top. Nelson the lone back. Quick hitter to Duran. Duran gets away from one tackler, cannot get away from the second. Picked up about a yard on his initial forward progress. And that'll do it. We'll go to the fourth quarter. Arvada West on top, 6-0. Back on Amateur Sports Video. So we're in the final frame here. Arvada West leads 6-0. They've got the wind at their back and the ball. Officials
third down and 5.
now get things set. Hand off to Nelson. Nelson squirts ahead. It's tough running for Nelson though. He's got his head down. He's trying to keep his feet moving
22 Nelson.
And trying to go ahead, and he just squirts ahead for a couple there.
Up first and 10 for Arvada West.
Nelson did pick up the first down, however. That'll keep this drive moving, keep the clock running in the fourth quarter, and put us that much closer to a hot cup of chocolate and a warm, toasty fireplace after this ball game. Cutlip brings Phillips in motion, versus that motion and hands it off to Nelson. Nelson met at the line of scrimmage, not much there. I believe that was number 62.
Stop was made by number 62, Saeed.
Saeed on the tackle that time. Cutlip breaks the huddle. Here come the Wildcats. Pyatt to the bottom. Duran up there. Cutlip makes sure he's got everybody set now. Cutlip is looking for Duran. He's got him. Duran catches it. And Duran will be snowed under. Or check that. That's Pyatt. Brad Pyatt makes the catch. Little bobble of the snap that time. Cutlip's going to have to keep it. Cutlip does. Spins ahead for some yardage. Positive. Boy, the wind is really whipping now. Blowing right in out of the north. And if you're going to throw, well, they're not. They're going to punt it. So Adam Solanke will have to come on and do the punting. First, he's got to clear some space for him to work with. Solanke gets the snap and he punts it away. And it'll be bobbled down on the snow. That is number 6 for the Panthers, Josh Herring. And Herring initially bobbled it. The Wildcats didn't get down there and cover it very well, and Herring gets a decent return up the sideline. Pomona's still way backed up, though. It'll be first down and 10 at their 10-yard line. So Pomona running out of chances here. We're in the fourth quarter. They trail 6-0. Eric Nelson accounting for the only scoring. Langen will carry. Gets ahead for about 3 yards.
44 Langen, the ball carrier. Ball at the 12.
So credit Langen with a 2-yard gain.
7.
2nd and 8 now. Wood gets the call from Herring. And now the Panthers break the huddle. Here they come. Wood keeps it. Wood tried to turn the corner. Wood lost some yardage that time on the option play. He's trying to keep that and did not get the corner or find the corner. And when he did, there was not much room to run there.
11-yard line, 3rd down and 8.
3rd and 8 coming up now for the Panthers. Wood has the play from the sideline, or will shortly. And there he's got it. He'll break the huddle and bring him up. Wood wants to pass. He's got Williams out there and right through the hands of Williams. And he knew he had some room to run. He had some blockers ahead of him. That'll bring up 4th down now.
4th down and 8 at the 11.
And the Panthers will have to punt it away again. This time, however, they are deeply backed up in their own territory. The punt will happen just shy of the goal line. So the Panthers will take time out, talk things over. We're ready to play again. Jared Parker back to punt for the Panthers. Snap is good. Parker gets it away. It will bounce. Awest will fall on it. That's number 12, Lucas, who fell on that ball. But the Wildcats now with, again, great field position. Let's see what they can get done. So far, only 6 points, but they lead 6-0.
Ball at the Pomona 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Armada West.
Phillip will have the eye behind him. Nelson gets the carry. Nelson a decent gain. Nice big hole on that side for Nelson to run through. Finally tackled by Matt Davidson. Story and Phillips check into the ball game for the Wildcats. High formation behind Cutler. They bring Arranger in motion, reset him now. Check that was Burhorn in motion who reset. Then they hand it off to Krakow. So now Pyatt will go out to the bottom of your screen. Have another wide up top, eye behind Cutler, quarterback keeper. And I believe he got the first down. He does. There's the official signal. So the Wildcats on the move, got something going here. Need to keep it going, keep it sustained, and get some more points on the board if they can. And there is the ball crew for the Wildcats again. They look to be having a great deal of fun out here in the cold and the snow. That's what happens when you're 8 years old. High formation again for Cutlip. Cutlip bobbles it on the snap. Cutlip is able to avoid the pressure. And that time he will not get away from number 6, Josh Herring. He kind of just slid down, I think.
Keeping. Tackle made by number 6, Herring.
Cutlip looking to Coach Dave Logan for the next play. It's like Pyatt will be coming in with him now. Yeah, definitely taking their time talking about this. Pyatt stays with Coach Logan on the sidelines, and now Cutlip comes in, breaks the huddle. Here come the Wildcats. Cutlip under center. Cutlip has it. Hands it off to Nelson. Nelson spins ahead.
22, Nelson, the ball carrier.
Nelson has been getting the share of the carries tonight. As we might imagine before the game start, they really have worked the running backs right up the middle a lot. And that makes sense. Here comes Damian Story and Brad Pyatt. Cutlip brings Lucas in motion. Lucas resets. Cutlip will hand it off to Nelson going the other way. Nelson, nice job by number 12 that time. Jared Lonzo.
Taken by number 22, Nelson.
So he got good pressure and ran down Nelson from behind.
Woods.
So 4th down and 10 about for the Wildcats. Cutlip under pressure. Cutlip fires to the end zone. Not quite to the end zone, but a big catch by Lucas.
Number 12, Lucas.
Lucas took a big shot but held on. That should be good for the first.
Plays good first down for.
It is good for the first. Lucas gets a high five, and appropriately so. And now Craighead, Duran, and Pyatt will come out for Bennett, Story, and Phillips.
Ball at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 of Awest.
Story and Phillips split top and bottom. Bennett's the I with Nelson dotting the I. Lucas in motion. Now Lucas resets. Going to hand it off to Nelson. Nelson will get outside.
Number 22,
stays
Nelson,
in bounds.
ball carrier.
Second down now. Not a goal situation here. The Wildcats can pick up a first down without scoring. Not exactly sure. The officials getting a new ball for some reason. So that's what the delay is there, is the Wildcats get the ball they want on the field. Nelson banging ahead and banging into a bunch of Panthers. High formation, Chet Bennett and Nelson. Lucas in motion. Lucas resets. Cutlip will keep it. Cutlip will get in. Touchdown. Cutlip carries it in from about 7 yards out or so. And the Wildcats on top, 12-0 in the fourth quarter. Cutlip right up the middle for the score. And the Wildcats on top, 12-0. They're going to go for two. Craco now comes in with the I formation. Nelson gets the call. Nelson gets the corner. Good. And it's 14-0.
Score now, Arvada West 14, Pomona 0. 1 minute 10 seconds remaining.
So with just a little over a minute to go in the ball game, Arvada West up 14-0. Now they just need to get a big defensive stop and run out what's left of the clock. Hagelson will punt it or kick it off as people start making their ways towards the parking lot for that long, I'm sure what will be a slippery and slow ride home. So the Wildcats ready to kick it off. They do. Hagelson kicks it. They're going to the end zone. So the Pomona Panthers have the ball first down and 10 at their own 20. They are 80 yards away from where they want to be, which is the end zone. Well, the Wildcats would really like to get a shutout here. So let's see what kind of defense they come out in. They're going to play the prevent and give them the stuff underneath and not anything long, or they stay in their base. Right now they look like they're in their base defense. Wood wants to pass. Wood does pass. It's caught. That's number 2, Jason Domingo. Domingo picked up about 5. Panthers are going to have to hurry. Clock is running. Domingo did not get out of bounds. Wood looking to pass again. Wood has some pressure. He avoids it, rolls away, fires downfield. He's got a man. It's tipped around. Ball was intended for Herring. That'll stop the clock on the incomplete. Good coverage by the Wildcats downfield. Well, we'll take a minute to let you know our MVPs for offense and defense. And I think on defense you have to go with number 50, Ryan Palmer. Palmer did a great job, very active tonight from his linebacker spot. And did a great job. You know, and the thing that amazes me most about this kid is he's only a sophomore. He's got 2 more years starting on one of the better teams in the 5A state of Colorado as a sophomore. You see Woods pass too high.
Pass is incomplete. We've just received word from the Lakewood Police Department that Kipling Street North from 9th to 14th is closed.
And you hear how the weather is affecting indeed. And then our offensive MVP, I think you have to go with Eric Nelson. Nelson definitely carried the ball, made things happen, was a big part of the offense tonight. And the big thing, he did fumble the ball, which is just huge in a game like this. I mean, did not give up the ball unnecessarily. So those 2 guys, Eric Nelson and Ryan Palmer, are our MVPs for offense and defense. And they will get extra copies of tonight's amateur sports video production of Wildcat Football 97. And Wood will get snowed under. Wood had no place to go. So the Wildcats will take over. Merely have to run the clock out now. And this one will go into the books. Calaveri on to quarterback.
Again, we'd like to announce that Lakewood Police Department has announced that Kipling, North 9th to 14th is closed.
Now the official winds the clock. Calaveri will keep it running ahead, and that should do it. And that'll do it. The Wildcats win 14-0, make that, on a tough night when the weather was as big an enemy as the Pomona Panthers. They did a great job, get another league win, and now get ready to finish out the season and head towards the playoffs. So for Eric Robinson, I'm Matt Cook. This has been Amateur Sports Video Production of Wildcat Football 97. The Cats win 14-0 on a cold, snowy night at Jeffco Stadium. So everybody get inside, get warm, and we will see you down the road. Good night, everybody.